welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. As we celebrate the holidays, we're shining a light on Artlink, an organization who's making a difference through the arts and ensuring they continue to thrive in downtown Phoenix. The arts play an integral role in many areas of life, including personal development, education, health, and the workplace. This creates a knowledge-rich environment that stimulates innovation and creativity by embracing diverse perspectives and ideas. Now let's take a look at Artlink, whose mission is to keep the arts anchored in community development by fostering connections with artists, businesses, and the community.
Artlink is an artist-born organization. Back in 1989, a group of artists who had studios in the heart of downtown Phoenix banded together and hosted the city's first art walk. The mission of Artlink is very simple. Our goal is to connect the community, artists, business, and the broader community to keep the arts integral to our collective development.
Downtown is offering a brand new environment, an environment that is based within the world of arts. Not only visual arts, but also performance arts and culinary arts, and many other type of performances around the world of arts. So this is where the creative economies exist and have gotten together in the city of Phoenix. This is the core of the DNA of our arts and culture, the downtown.
So where we are today is in Dialogue, and this is a very creative retailer in the heart of downtown at Central and Roosevelt. It is here primarily because this is the heart of Roosevelt Row. And Roosevelt Row, over its many years, has been informed by the artist community and has evolved into a very creative arts district. This is one of many neighborhoods in downtown Phoenix that has grown and has been informed by the contribution of artists. 30 years ago, the artists came together to start the First Fridays Art Walk. It started as a First Wednesdays event. Artlink got involved and First Fridays was born. And in that time, it has evolved in not just a celebration of creativity, contribution of the artists, but it is a celebration and an invitation for people to engage a creative city that embraces and supports the creative community.
This is the place where you should bring your friends and family and visitors to come and see the city, to come and see the murals, to taste the local food or the local winemaking that is made in northern and southern Arizona. This is where you tell the stories of what the city is all about and what the state is all about.
Artlink's Artisticant program invites Arizona artists, art venues, arts and culture organizations, and art-supporting businesses to register as contributors to the creative culture. For more information, go to artlinkphx.org. What a fantastic way to bring the arts into the heart of the community. I'll be back with Doing More after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We're celebrating the holidays with Artlink, an organization making a huge impact through the arts. Now let's take a look how Cox Communications hosted its annual Cox Charities Golf and Spa Day, an event that brings together Cox employees and partners to raise funds for Arizona nonprofits.
Today we're here at Wild Horse Pass celebrating the annual Cox Charities Golf Tournament and Spa Day. This is our annual tradition to help raise funds for Cox Charities, which does amazing work in the community. And it's something we couldn't do without all of our very generous partners, the vendors and the community partners that are here today to golf and have a wonderful day of spa on this beautiful Veterans Day. So we have hundreds of golfers here today that are going to hit the course and golf and spend a beautiful day together raising funds for Cox Charities. We also have a spa component where we have 42 guests enjoying a lovely day at the spa, which is also an important part of our fundraising effort. So it's a really great day to be here at this beautiful property to raise funds for Cox Charities.
A whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of golf carts out here, and they get assigned to different holes to start with, and so it's a scramble start. And a lot of teams out playing. We actually cover 2 entire golf courses, 36 holes that we cover. And yeah, just it's a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of getting to see people that we don't get to see every day.
And all the money we raise here today at this beautiful event goes to help support us in those endeavors. So we're very appreciative of all of you, and we're especially appreciative today of all of our veterans. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day and have your best golf scores ever. So our Cox Charities Golf Tournament has been in operation for 28 years. And the whole purpose of Cox Charities is to help in our community focused on youth, education, technology, digital equity, and environmental sustainability. So all the funds raised at the tournament and the spa day here today will go back into our community to support those organizations that fit those areas of focus for us.
TrueNet and Cox have worked together in many different facets, engineering, construction, wireless deployment work for decades. And Cox is a really special company. They really, really do care about their community and their partners.
TrueNet has been one of our longtime premier sponsors for this event, and they've been with us for many, many years. We couldn't do this event without their generosity and their ongoing support over the years.
Number one, I want everybody to have fun. Number two, I want them to take it to heart that, this isn't a once a year thing that we should do. We really ought to commit ourselves to taking care of our community all year round.
Cox Charities, baby!
For most people, this is a wonderful day of golf, being with friends and work colleagues, but it also is something that has a profound impact on the community. So for us, being able to have a fun day, bring our vendors and our community partners together to enjoy each other's company and networking, they also understand what they're doing is very important to help Cox leverage what we do in the community and to help those organizations that are doing the most for the people in most need in our communities. So it's just a win-win.
We traveled to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Tucson, where they unveiled a brand new state-of-the-art Cox Innovation Lab equipped with cutting-edge technology. Take a look.
We're excited to be here with our friends at the Boys and Girls Club. So Cox and the Boys and Girls Club came together, well, we actually came together in the 1970s, so do the math there, about 50 years that this partnership has been going strong. But our first innovation lab was 2004, so we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the innovation labs with Cox Communications and the Boys and Girls Clubs. And here at the Roy Drachman Institute, we're excited to be able to celebrate the refresh of this innovation lab.
What this offers our kids is so much opportunity. The computers, the atmosphere, being able to help them, it's phenomenal. And this partnership has been long-standing, and we're just so fortunate at the Boys and Girls Clubs for this partnership. We are so excited, and I know the kids are so excited to see this room. The staff's so excited to see this room. It's beautiful. What this offers our kids is so much opportunity.
We really wanted to implement more equipment that our kids didn't really have at home, such as iPads, a smartboard, Nintendo Switch. We also implemented a lot more STEM in this room, since we don't really have a STEM area in our clubhouse, from doing vet kits, from doing solar system kits, to doing dino bone sets to see what they want to do when they want to grow up.
For Cox to come in and generously really equip our kids and each one of our clubs with this equipment is amazing. This is high tech, and this is what the kids need, and this is what gets them set for their great futures. But it's phenomenal to have this equipment for them, because there's so much they're learning. They're getting workforce ready. They're having academic success, all while just using all this equipment. we need to make sure that it's all right, updated and upgraded, and Cox does a great job doing that for us.
One of the things that's really important at Cox, of course, is connecting people to what matters most. And we know that 18% of youth do not have access to computers in their homes. So the ability to be able to go from school to home or school to club and still have that connection to technology, whether that's a laptop or a computer or other technology that helps to spur their creativity and introduces them to STEM and sciences, is really critical and very much part of our values and mission at Cox.
So I think for the future with our kiddos, with this lab grant from Cox, is that hopefully they can be more creative and maybe find out what they want to be when they want to grow up with doing STEM, maybe doing more science experiments. And thank you, Cox, for giving this to our clubhouse. Our kids are really going to benefit from it and hopefully propel themselves into a better future.
What a great way of doing more. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More as we're celebrating the holidays. We're here at Artlink. Joining us again is Artlink Board Chair Oscar de las Salas. Oscar, thanks so much again for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Talk to us about the importance of Artlink and what it means to our state.
Artlink is basically the recorder of the DNA of us humans in Arizona. As simple as that. Right behind us, we're building a big city. And big cities require beauty. Big cities require art. It's part of all of us.
So Oscar, talk to us about the beautiful mural behind us.
Well, Artlink has many partners, and we do partnerships with many organizations and institutions in the Valley. And right behind us is the result of a collaboration with Valley Metro. And this is the beautiful result. And it changes every now and then, so it's actually reflecting who we are as Phoenicians.
Oscar, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Check out how Cox employees came together for their annual toy drive, bringing joy to the children of the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley.
Today, Cox Communications is dropping off a number of donated toys for the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley for their holiday toy drive, which is part of Cox's Season of Connections, a way for us as an organization to give back to our local community and to support organizations such as the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley. Cox Communications is so happy to deliver some toys to the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley as part of Cox's Season of Connections to help bring some joy to the club kids this year.
Oh man, RJ, this is unbelievable what you all have done. Cox Communications has literally triggered an avalanche of gifts for our kids that they will thoroughly enjoy this holiday season. We're so grateful.
Well, good. Well, let's take a look at the toys, shall we? All right, let's go.
Happy holidays!
This is such a good day today. Cox Communications has come through with an amazing array of gifts and toys for all of our club kids. Just the amount of toys and things that are going to be donated and ways to make a very great holiday season for our kids. I can't even tell you the joy we're about to give a lot of children in need. I don't know there's ever been a better partner than Cox Communications and what they have done for Boys and Girls Clubs all over the place, let alone us. The amount of time and investment and just energy involved in making sure that kids grow up with opportunities, that they know that they have a chance to be whoever they want to be in life. That's something that we see from Cox time and time again, whether it's through opportunities like this, whether it's through innovation labs, whether it's through all the various ways in which they participate and say, you really do matter.
So one thing that's important for Cox Communications as an organization is giving back to our local communities. And that's all throughout the year. And it just so happens at the end of the year, this is like the cherry on top. It's a wonderful opportunity for our employees to get involved in volunteer work, to give back in the ways that they can, but also to provide some joy for these children.
RJ and team, on behalf of Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley, we just want to say thank you. We want to give this to you as a reminder of what you've done for us.
Thank you, Sam and team. We appreciate you. We're happy to support Boys and Girls Club.
Thanks. All of this begins here, and then we take these opportunities to all 31 of our club sites, and you're talking about 12,000 kids. So the impact of that, to give a child a holiday gift that they get to take home. So for them to know that somebody has done this for them and the smiles that are on their face, we hear these stories for days on end after the holiday season.
This effort with Boys and Girls Club of the Valley is important to me. I serve on the board of directors for the Boys and Girls Club. And so for me, I get a front row seat in the amazing work that this organization does It makes me proud to work for companies such as Cox Communications that allows me to do this, to give of my time and my talents, to give that to an organization like Boys and Girls Club of the Valley.
As we enjoy the art here at the Foundry Phoenix Hotel, check out how Cox Communications joined Super Bowl champion and Cox Digital Equity Ambassador Malcolm Mitchell for a day of reading, inspiration, and football fun.
I learned that if I wanted to be the best that I could be, if I wanted to accomplish my goals, I needed to be a reader. My name is Malcolm Mitchell. I was born and raised in Valdosta, Georgia. Like many kids in my community, I grew up thinking football was the most important thing in the world. As I got a little older and got out in the community, I learned that that was not necessarily true. That reading was one of the most self-empowering tools due to the fact that it gave you access to information that could empower your future. So I set out to be a better reader, use books to inspire and encourage me. I became a picture book author and created a foundation to inspire students to read. From that point, I had an opportunity to interact with Cox in 2021 to be their digital equity ambassador, when I learned that the internet was just as important as reading for the access that it would create in a person's life.
Every summer, Milo and his mom would visit the library. Where would they visit?
The library. Cox has for many years been committed to digital equity, and we do so primarily through our Connect to Compete program, which provides low-cost internet service for low-income families. But we also look for strategic partnerships with people like Malcolm because of his commitment to the same, to make sure that kids shouldn't fall behind and miss opportunities in life because they don't have a connection to the internet. So we were very fortunate in 2021 to come together with that shared interest of getting the message out and trying to help connect more families and individuals, and particularly kids, to the internet. With this visit to the market to talk about the importance of digital equity, it included a visit with the San Marcos Elementary School where kids got to hear Malcolm read his book. Also visited a Boys and Girls Club in the East Valley, and then culminating with the Chandler Hamilton Friday night football game. And through all of those touch points, it was a great opportunity to reinforce the message about how important connectivity through the internet is, and which is something very important to Cox Communications and Malcolm.
Malcolm Mitchell with us, won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. He was a Georgia Bulldog though before that. And also a child book author.
That's right. I think Cox is a great organization that doesn't just talk a big game but backs it up, and today is an example of that. They talk about digital equity, they talk about resources and going into communities and helping. I think today exemplifies that in a great way because each of the students that we engage with that were 5th and 6th graders received a laptop, a device that they can take home and use to try to be the best version of them. As my dear friend Tom Brady told me as a very young man in the NFL, the more you know, the further you will go. Read, learn, excel.
We'll be back with more and doing more after this. As we continue celebrating the holidays with Artlink, we're here at the Valley Coffee Company, where they're hosting a night of coffee, fun, and creativity. With me now is Jace, co-owner of Valley Coffee Company. Jace, thanks so much for being with us.
Of course, thank you for being here.
So talk to me a little bit about what's happening behind us.
This is our paint and sip classes. It happens every Friday and Saturday nights. You get to come in, we teach you how to paint a picture, and you get some wine and coffee.
Now, we know how important connections are, so let's talk about partnership and connection with Artlink. What does that mean?
When we were starting out a fresh little coffee shop, we had a giant wall that we needed to fill. We connected with Artlink, and they helped us curate an amazing, beautiful art wall that is just wonderful.
So, Jace, any final words?
Definitely. Come on down to Central and Portland, grab a cup of coffee, glass of wine, and maybe paint a picture.
Awesome, Jace. Thanks so much for being with us. If you'd like to learn more about Valley Coffee Company, just head to the website. Our final stop took us to the Arizona Education Foundation, where they recently celebrated the launch of a brand new Cox Innovation Lab. Check it out.
It is the grand opening of a Cox Innovation Lab, and it's the first one in the nation for educators. And we're just so thrilled to be here, being able to provide that for educators.
And it's now my pleasure to introduce RJ from Cox Charities.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here this evening with you.
This is a unique Cox Innovation Lab in the fact that it is geared towards teachers. We're trying to equip them with all the latest and greatest technology. We want to make sure they feel comfortable with this so they can then teach their students. We're talking all of the latest equipment that's going to give them the right tools to succeed as teachers.
We have our own Cox Innovation Lab here, first one for teachers in particular. And so what we decided to do was focus in 4 main areas within STEM so that we could bring teachers in and kind of show them how it works and train them. The first of those 4 areas is robotics. So we have a variety of different robots that teachers can use to teach their students the traditional robotics and computer science, but some of them are actually integrated so they can also teach reading and math through robotics. So it's a great opportunity for them to be able to teach what they're already teaching. And so our second area is 3D printing and computer-aided design. Our third area is microelectronics, so working with circuit boards and computer chips and those sorts of things. And our final area is design, where we're doing things like vinyl cutting using Cricuts and also being able to print sublimation documents, which is basically taking a color print and transferring it to a shirt or a puzzle or a mug using heat. And so that's an awesome opportunity for students to be creative. Our hope is that teachers are able to come to this space and receive training that makes them comfortable doing these activities with their students. And so it's going to be twofold. We're going to be training them how to use the technology, what it is, what does it do, how to integrate it into the things they're already doing, but also how do we fund this? How do we write grants for it? How do we access it through Donors Choose so that they're able to then actually bring it back?
What's going to be amazing is there's going to be a kid out there who might not be into any other subjects, and our motto, as it says on my shirt, is everyone's story includes a teacher. And so there'll be a kid out there who maybe was introduced to something that they never thought was something that was even STEM related, and now all of a sudden they've been introduced to it, they love it, they're interested in it, they're passionate about it.
It means the world, and the magnitude of what this innovation lab will do for teachers is just mind-blowing.
Cox is proud to partner with the Arizona Educational Foundation. We value the work that they do, and we're proud to stand by them. We want to make sure that they're empowering our teachers who are so important for the growth of our community.
I want to thank Artlink for helping us celebrate the holidays by shining a light on the arts in Arizona and for keeping the arts integral in businesses and communities. I'm Erica Cardenas. Thanks so much for joining us, and happy holidays.